Hi and welcome to this video series titled Web Hosting Guide. In this video you will learn what is web hosting, what are the different types of web hosting, and what you should look for when you are purchasing a web hosting account. Then you will see about the web hosting mistakes, then how you can select the best web hosting plan. And coming to what is web hosting. Web hosting basically implies you are purchasing a space in the hosting machine, and the hosting machine is a web server that just gives the files to the browser. Initially, when you are accessing a website, your browser will send a request, HTTP request, to the web server, and the web server will process the request and send the file, the required file, to the browser. And so you are actually leasing out, or say you are actually purchasing a web space in the web server, and you should actually, it's done because it should be always accessible. The web server should be up and running 24 hours all the time, so that your website is accessible around the clock. Then you need a domain name or the address. The address or the domain name is a means by which your website can be distinguished from the other. Say, for example, you have website named www.example.com. When someone accesses the site www.example.com, it's actually sending an HTTP request to the web server, and the web server that is configured with example.com will send to the browser the required files. So you need a domain name registration. You can get your domain name from different domain registrars like godaddy.com, etc. You can visit those websites and find out which is the domain which is available right now, and select a suitable domain name. Then coming to web hosting providers, there are a lot of web hosting providers available. You can choose the plan which best fits your needs from any web hosting providers available. Then coming to the hosting accounts, you have different types of hosting accounts. Shared web hosting is one of them. In shared web hosting, the web server will be hosting a lot of websites in the same machine, and it's actually cheap because the web server is hosting a lot of websites. The total cost is divided between them. It's a best plan if you are a newbie and just getting started. Shared web hosting, you can find a great deal on best deals on shared web hosting. Then comes the VPS hosting. It's actually much more advanced than the shared web hosting. More resources will be available in the VPS hosting plan. It's actually virtual, kind of virtual dedicated hosting. Then comes the dedicated hosting. Here a single machine will be provided to host your website. The benefit is that the complete web server caters to your website, so your website's performance will be better. If your website is receiving a lot of traffic, say some thousands of hits per hour, then it's better you host with a dedicated hosting, but initially you can go for the shared web hosting and later upgrade. Then comes the hosting. Cloud hosting is picking up nowadays. It's actually much more scalable type of hosting. You can also check out the cloud web hosting. Then comes to what to look for in a web host. You should look for the reliability options. The service should be up and running all the time. It should provide accurate mechanism to defend against website hacking, etc. Your website should not get hacked. They should offer sufficient security measures. Then should be value for money. They should not charge you too much. Then comes the support. They should provide adequate support in case you face any difficulties in your web hosting account. They should be able to sort it out quickly. Then comes the quality. They should offer good quality equipments, both the connection and the hardware provided. Then option to add features. You should be able to upgrade at a later point of time. Then comes the experience. It's better to purchase hosting from some provider that has a lot of experience, that has many years of experience in the field. You can expect a decent quality service from those guys who has a lot of experience in web hosting. And coming to web hosting mistakes, it's better to stay away from free domain name and free hosting, because initially it's little difficult to build up traffic, but once you build up the traffic, sometimes the free provider may shut down at a later point of time, and you may lose all the traffic that you have generated, all the goodwill you have generated. And also free web hosting comes with the advertisement on your web hosting that comes as a pop-up, etc. False advertising is there. So if you are serious about your website, then better stay away from free domain name and free web hosting. Then comes about the scalability. You should make sure that you think about the scalability options available. Should be able to upgrade at later point of time. Then comes to bandwidth. If you think that your website is going to become highly popular at a later point of time, you should make sure that the bandwidth is sufficient to meet the demand. Then comes the location of the server. If your website is going to cater to a particular location, let's say it's going to be in India, then it's better you purchase a server in India, because the time needed to serve the web pages, that is, the website will appear as faster when you are using a server in the same geographical location. Then you can also look for the add-on domains allowed. Add-on domain is a feature in web hosting which allows you to host additional websites at no extra charge to your existing account. If say you have a web hosting account that allows 5 add-on domains, then you can host additional 5 websites without having to purchase a new web hosting account. Should make sure that the web hosting account comes with the add-on domain options. Then ease of administering the hosting. Some hosting packages comes with the GUI interfaces like cpanel, which allows you to graphically administer. It's very easy to administer various actions like monitoring the traffic that your website receives. Then you can create email and create add-on domains, configure, create database, etc. So all these things are configured in the GUI interface called cpanel. Some people may not look at this option when they purchase the web hosting and may regret at a later point of time. It's better you choose a web hosting account that offers a decent GUI interface. Then comes to selecting the best plan, how much space you need. Make sure that you find out how much space you required for the web hosting, then how much space the website files takes up. Then you find out the bandwidth that is that your website will need. Then you can figure out if you need any to host any additional websites. If you need to host any additional websites, you can make sure that you get a plan that is offering add-on domain options. Then find out where the target audience comes from. Then you can make sure that the web hosting account is having some GUI panel like cpanel. Then look for the support that is offered by the hosting company. You should take up the hosting from a company that offers good amount of support. That will help you in the long run. Then you should make sure that they offer adequate backup options. Some hosting providers offer automated backups to your website. Is very helpful. So thank you for watching this video. Leave your comments and suggestions below. Thank you.